My name is Dr. Amjad Aqib, and I'm working as Assistant Professor in Department of Medicine, Cholistan University of Veterinary Medical Sciences, Bahawalpur. I'm thankful to the organizing committee for inviting me to give a talk on mastitis in camel. Everyone of us know about the nutraceutical properties of the camel milk, and we are very well aware of the role of the camel in human history. So today I want to draw your attention about the problem that this precious species also facing, and I would say that the next challenge is also the camel mastitis, which is really being overlooked at this moment. These are the contents of my talk. I will briefly give an overview on all of these. In Pakistan, there are nearly 1 million number of camel, and you know that all of these, this number is not the female camel. There are male camel and some other which are not lactating. So you can say that if we estimate, there will be just 0.3 million number of she camels, which we expect that they are producing the milk. So despite of low number of lactating candidates, it is third largest milk producer after cattle and buffalo. So the properties of the camel milk, they are very remarkable, but side by side there are issues like mastitis which are also rising, and unfortunately this is being overlooked for several reasons. Cow milk is having its own properties, but camel milk is having some, the additional properties that can be, beneficially can be used by the human to cure different diseases. You know that it is said that the camel milk is actually the food for the hunger, and it is the the remedy for the diseased. So this camel milk is having high content of vitamin C, iron, zinc, copper, potassium, and a lot more other properties which are available in the camel milk, and which can be used for the the benefit of the people who are suffering with different kind of diseases, or if there is short of the milk supply, or if there is short of the food. So if I compare the camel milk with the cow milk, I would say that I'm not against the cow milk. Cow milk is having its own properties which cannot be denied, but the camel milk is having some additional properties like it is low in saturated fatty acid, and there's low content of lactose. There are a lot of people who are lactose and intolerant. So in that case, these people can use the camel milk safely. So the camel milk in this way is easily digestible. So there is high, content of the vitamin C. There's very low, the cholesterol available in the camel milk. So it makes it, a precious commodity. The camel milk is also having more than 10 times high content of the iron. Like lactoferrin is also high in camel milk, so it makes it a very a precious and a very well nominated the commodity to use for the public health. So the camel milk is having a lot of enzymes and some other molecules which are really contributing to fight against different microbes, and they are also playing their role against different immunological properties. I will share some of a slide that will elaborate the the immunological properties. Like it can work against the tumor in different ways. I would like to share here that still a lot of mechanism they need to be explored. This is just overview of the properties of the camel milk. like it is very effective against the the microbe, it can also work against different kind of viruses, even hepatitis C virus, and the person who are suffering from HIV can also be benefited from the camel milk. Candida albicans is one of the famous fungus, so camel milk can also work against this fungus as well. So camel milk is also high in lactoferrin that can make it a potent antimicrobial, and it can present the anti-inflammatory activities. So a lot of bacteria, they can be treated through the components that are present in the camel milk. Like we can treat Staph aureus, Klebsiella, Clostridial species, and a lot more. One of the beautiful property of the camel milk is the anti-diabetic property. So the camel milk is having insulin-like protein that can work against the diabetes. So its function is quite unique. We cannot take anti-diabetic medicine through oral route, but consuming camel milk is quite safe because the insulin-like protein present in the camel milk, they are packed in fat micelles, and they cannot be digested by the stomach pH, and it can easily go through to the blood, and it can be part of the body, and it can efficiently work against the diabetes. So this is the camel milk is actually in this way. This is a sort of easier absorption of the insulin-like protein if we use camel milk. This is also showing quite great resistance against the proteolysis. The diabetic patient, they use insulin, and insulin, this is the protein, and it is digested in the stomach enzymes through proteolysis. So in case of camel milk, I already said that this is having fat micelles around the insulin-like protein, so it can safely travel the stomach environment. So this insulin-like protein also mimic the effect of the natural insulin present in the body. So these are some of the mechanisms, some of the benefits that have been identified, but I believe that there are a lot of beneficial aspects that yet to be explored. So a lot of potential products are being marketed in the country, in different countries. We need to bring these products in our routine use as well. So that the thing that I want to focus is mastitis. Mastitis is basically inflammatory disease of mammary glands. It manifests itself as subclinical or clinical. In clinical, the signs are obvious, and subclinical, the signs are not obvious. In terms of duration of the infection, it may be chronic and it may be acute. So 75% of the mastitis is subclinical, means that there are no obvious signs on the mammary gland or in the milk, but it is present. It is being contributing the losses to the parenchyma of the tissue, and also it is contributing the losses to the reduction in the milk production. So there are various pathogens which are circulating in the camel udder. Most of these are the Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus, E. coli, Micrococcus, and a lot of others. So if I talk about the prevalence of different bacteria, a lot of studies have been conducted, and there have been a wider range of prevalence of bacteria depending upon the different scenarios of the countries and the hygiene available over there, and a lot of other factors as well. So a lot of species have been identified and reported, and yet more work need to be done. So you can see that prevalence is quite variable. It can reach to 83% from start of the double figure to the highest number. Some of the pathological insights of the camel mastitis. So some of the mechanisms, they are really the one that the cow mastitis is that are shown by the cow mastitis udder, and some of the mechanisms, they are really, some additional the aspects are expressed by the udder of the camel. So we need to focus on these mechanisms as well, so that we can effectively focus on this disease. The most important is the economic losses. That we are not very much concerned to enumerate the economic losses, because we think that the camel mastitis is not kind of the serious disease. But I would say that this is the new challenge, and we need to focus on the economic aspect as well. The economic aspect there contribute to the decreased milk production, low quality milk, and the culling of the animal, and a lot of other aspect that like treatment cost, and a lot of other factors that contribute to the huge economic losses. Here I have presented a case study. Just this is the estimation. If we count that 1 million number of camel, and from those 0.3 million, they are the female camel, she camel, they are able to produce the milk. And according to different studies, there is 50% subclinical mastitis, or if we accumulate subclinical or clinical mastitis, it is on an average, it's contributing to 50%. So let's say we count it as 50% in Pakistan scenario. So there are 150,000 active camel which are producing the milk, which are suffering subclinical mastitis or any kind of mastitis. So if we let's give some idea of the economic losses. So if we want to treat the subclinical mastitis, on an average, the case per on an average, if we just give a very cheap treatment cost. So I have just given the 400 rupees per treatment per animal. So although this is very low, but I have kept it at low so that we can easily enumerate, keeping in view the paying capacity of the camel herder. So it totals to 6 million rupees loss. And if we see that 100 camels, they are culled every year because of the chronic mastitis, and they are not able to produce the milk, and we need to, and they are culled from the production system. So it enumerates to 3 million rupees loss. If we see the reduced milk production, see, I have given 1200 liters per animal per lactation, number of liters produced by the animal. So if we multiply 150,000 camel with the 12,000, it comes 18 million liter for the animals, which are we see that they are at risk. So the losses due to subclinical mastitis are thought to be 15%. So if we combine any kind of mastitis, and we just say that 15% milk production is reduced due to mastitis. So if we divide multiply 15% with the 18 million, so we find that 27 so you can say 2.7 million liter they are being wasted, or the milk production is reduced. So if we multiply with this reduced milk production with the cost of the milk per liter, which I have fixed here just 200. So if we multiply this 200 with the reduced milk produced, the loss of the milk, which is 2.7 million liter, so it is contributing to a lot of the huge number of losses. So if we combine all of these factors, so it comes to 4.5 billion rupees loss every year. So this is just estimated case study. There are facts that maybe you can say they might be exaggerated, but the thing is that we are really facing the loss which we are not actually we are actually not taking care of. So there are what we need to do, the way forward. There are some convention type of treatment, like we use different herbal medicines, we use antibiotics, but the vaccine and the new technology like nanoparticle and gene therapy, they are also being used in different areas. So what we are to do, we are to focus on not only the conventional, but we are also to focus on different the novel and latest technologies and products, so that we can effectively make a plan before this disease becomes the deadly and the pathogen which are circulating in the camel milk. They become overly exaggerated regarding their response to the antimicrobials. So we have the we are blessed with the quite sufficient quantity of milk production, and it's having a lot of beneficial properties. And I am hopeful that we can, if we look into this the emerging challenge, and we make some effective strategies, we can save the nutraceutical commodity before it goes into a lot of losses. So this was about my talk. Thank you very much. I'm really thankful to all of you. Stay blessed. Thank you.